Rad Reelers, JC here with Rad Reeling Fishing. In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on the Wilderness Systems heavy duty kayak cart. I got this 2.5 years ago. Is it really worth the $238 on Amazon right now that they're asking for this cart? I mean, 2.5 years ago, maybe there weren't as many carts similar to this on the market. This cart has served me well, but I've got a couple of issues with this after 2.5 years of use. Now the reason the reason that I got this cart, you guys, is because I was originally using the C-Tug for my Predator PDL kayak, and when I got the Old Town Sportsman 106 powered by Minn Kota, the C-Tug cart would not fit the hull properly. Yeah, you just couldn't haul the kayak on that cart. So I got the Wilderness Systems. The Wilderness Systems cart works great for that kayak, and also the hull that I have now, which is the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot 120, an excellent fit for that kayak. It's fully adjustable, but I've got a couple situations going on with this cart after 2.5 years of use that I just want to bring to your attention. I'm going to say that I've used this pretty much exclusively in salt water, and I'm just going to tell you, 50% of the time I rinsed it off really good with salt water, and probably 50% of the time I didn't. So is some of this my problem, or a cart that costs $200 and almost $40? Should they have used some different parts on this cart so I wouldn't be having the issue that I have to deal with today? So, all right, let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Like I said, it's been a great cart, guys. It's easy to load, easy to unload kayaks off of it. And but yeah, I got a couple situations going on here, so let me show you 2.5 years later. We've got these pins here that hold the wheels on. These are easy disconnect pins. You flip them open, you pull the pin out, and you put it back in. Starting to show some minor rust on that one, and also on this one over here. Now you have the same, it's almost the same pin here. Let me show you, let me flip this over. Maybe you can see this better. You also have a pin here that holds the wheel in, so you can switch this out if you want to use beach wheels. This one's not looking too bad. It's got a little bit of rust on it. It still looks like it's operational, right? So one of the issues that I had, you'll see on this side, I have a zip tie where that pin is. For some reason, this pin came completely out. It just got lost. I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know if it got hooked on a log or something. I honestly, I have no idea. I couldn't find the pin anywhere. So I ended up putting a zip tie in there, which it holds that wheel on just fine. So yeah. All right. So that was one of the issues I had. I don't know. Okay, really? I don't know. So the other thing is you've got these bolts here and here that allow these to be adjustable. So let me flip this back over, and you can see here we have the plastic nuts. So the idea, I'm sure, is to be able to unscrew these by hand. But if you look on the inside where that bolt is, that thing is really, really rusted. Not just the one bolt, but all of the bolts are rusted. And that's how you adjust these to fit the size kayak that you're using, right? So they are actually rusted so bad that I cannot move them by hand, right? So yeah, they won't move at all. So what I've done here is I've got a pipe wrench. I'm going to see if I can actually break those loose and get them to move. You see, I have no idea if there are metal inserts on the inside of those plastic bolts or not, but let's see what happens. I mean, for a $240 cart, guys, they could have used stainless steel, right? All right, so here goes my pipe wrench attempt. Now, I suppose, you know, this is kind of like hindsight. It's 2020, right? That's going to break. These are not going to move. Let me try that again. Make it a little bit bigger. Oh, yeah. That plastic nut is going to break right there. So I'm not going to put any more pressure on those for fear of breaking those and cracking them. If I get a different kayak and I need to adjust them, then I will take care of that situation then. My guess is those bolts are rusted and they've actually probably fused to the aluminum frame somewhat on the inside as well. So yeah, it's going to be a job to get those out. They're going to break. I'm going to have to get some type of a different nut for them. I'll probably just replace them with some type of a big stainless steel wing nut and a stainless steel bolt, right? The other thing I have after 2.5 years use is this. This is minor, right? I mean, I could probably slip some pool noodles over the end of those if I needed to. But you know, that's just from handling the cart for 2.5 years periodically. I probably on average go kayak fishing once a month. So my final thoughts on the Wilderness Systems cart. If I had had different types of kayaks that I was continually adjusting those supports with, then I would have noticed that the bolts were rusting and I probably would have put some grease on them. Hindsight is 20/20, right? So next time around, I could put some grease on the bolts if I don't replace those with stainless steel bolts. Now, I did go on the Wilderness Systems website this morning to see if they had replacement parts for this cart. I didn't see anything that was like user-friendly on their website for seeing the parts and ordering the parts. I imagine I'm going to have to call Wilderness Systems if I wanted to replace any of the parts on this cart. So, all right, guys. So like I said, is it really worth $238 that it's priced on Amazon right now? There are some carts similar to this that are priced less, but Wilderness System, you know, they were kind of the trendsetter for this type of cart, I believe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have over 800 fishing adventure videos in my YouTube library. Make sure you subscribe, set your notifications to all, and check out this video right here where I show you all the different kayak fishing accessories that I use, or this one right here, the 5 best lures to use when you're kayak fishing. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up are appreciated, and get out there and go fishing, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya.